Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a great crowd we have tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm Kevin Miller, Director of Bands for the 7th and 8th grade middle school. And on the stage here, I just wanted to brag about this group before we start. So our schools are kind of in a dilemma because we start band in 7th grade. And so far in all of my research I've done, we are the only band in the state of Kansas that starts them that late. So we're trying to brainstorm and come up with a lot of stuff. And so one of the things we came up with was an after-school club. And for 7th and 8th grade parents, these are 5th and 6th graders who come after school, after the long school day. Miss Edwards comes and she teaches these kids, and it's a good start to have these numbers that'll be able to come over to the 7th grade and start a little bit farther ahead in the beginning band. So they only get 1 or 2 practices a week, and then it's on them to practice. They have to, for the most part, rent their instruments. So I'm just very proud of this group and showing up after practice, after school, every day to do these things. So can we give these 5th and 6th graders a hand? Miss Taylor Edwards comes to us. She's new this year, and she is out of St. Joseph, Missouri Western, first-year teacher, and she is doing a great job and has added so much to the band staff. Can we give Miss Edwards a hand? All right, 7th and 8th grade students, phones up. Okay, here we go. Let's welcome our 5th and 6th grade intermediate after-school band.
Welcome to our winter concert. Welcome to our winter concert. We hope you have enjoyed our practicing for the past few months. The first song we are playing is Go Tell Aunt Rhody.
The next song we're going to play is called Mozart Melody. If you see it, you can recognize the tune. The last song we are playing is Jingle Bells. Thank you for coming to our concert this evening.
right, this is our seventh and eighth grade beginning band, mainly seventh graders. We have a few eighth graders in there. So my job with this group is to get them ready for high school. We got 2 years to get 3 years of instruction in, and they are off to a great start. I need to make some apologies on the program. Chevelle Lynn Mann wasn't on there, neither was Alicia Reyes and Peyton Darden. I put the kids in charge of making the programs, and so there might be a couple of mistakes. The programs are available for you to download on their Google Classroom in case ran out of some back there or you want a corrected program. So this group here tonight, we're going to do some of our favorites we do in class. That was Distant Journey. We started about a month ago. And then these next ones are just some fun ones that are out of our books. What is it, Old MacDonald? Is that what's next? Ode to Joy, okay. All right, we hope you enjoy. Okay, before we do our last piece and make a quick transition to the concert band, this group's fun. Dr. Pro and I, we have a lot of fun with these groups. And so band's a hard class. Like, if you took band, you remember it's kind of like learning a whole new alphabet. You got to learn the notes. You got to learn the rhythms and all of this stuff. Your eyes have to work with the music. And most of all, like, you got to practice. You got to take your horn home outside of school. I would like to recognize we have a lot of this group that is in the 90% club, and I'm going to name these names quickly. So if we can hold our applause until the end, this means that for the most part, they pass their tests, behave well in class, remember their instrument, and so here are the names of, when I looked at the grade book today, 90% or above: Alona Bruning, Benny Bryant, Peyton Darden, Malika Gonzalez, James Harvey, Caitlin Jeffries, Austin Kincaid, Jackson Peterson, Eva Perez Rivas, Legacy Seymour, Micaiah Williams, Casey Broyles, Navia Burnett, Christian Crook, Jaden Gladney, Brox Guzman, Francis Engel, Madison Lute, Trayshawn Smith, Michael Wilson, Timothy Cifuentes, Gemma Hubbard, Caden Hubbard, Jordan McLaren, and Caden McCoy. They're behaving well, trying hard in class, and give me 100% every day. Can we give them a round of applause? Okay, so the 100% club, and I forgot with the last group, please stand if I call your name. Sorry about that, but we can't go through it again. 100% club, and for the most I could look at, they pass all their tests, like 100%. They remember their instruments every day, zero behavior problems. So here we go. Jersey Guzman, Tegan Hubbard, Aubrey Kuhn, Mason Stevens, McKinley Van Alstine, Sophia Harney, Tristan LaHue, Nathaniel Strobel, Bryant Smith, Rocky Hadley III, Griffin Barrett, Demetria Badeau, Bridget Hoskins Howard, Joseph Kyle Jr., Gabby Clausen, Amia Long, McKenna McCann, Nalana McCarter, Dominic Naberto, and Gabriel Stone are in the 100% club, which is hard to do. It's a nice job. Thank you. So the best thing that we tell these kids is practice. They got to take their horns home. We have not done practice cards yet, but it could be coming sometime. But like, we read music all the time. Reading new music, practicing what they need to. If you check their power schools next quarter, and I try to do this, I will post their test a week in advance. So you can be asking them, hey, have you practiced number 168 or whatever for the test? So you can always kind of keep up on that. And so nice job to this group. So we will close out with Ode to Joy by Beethoven, one of my favorites. We good? Hey, we're playing Ode to Joy. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is our 7th and 8th grade concert band. And like I did with the 5th and 6th grade group, I want to ask this group a question here. If you are a 3rd year band member at Warren Middle School, would you please stand? If you are in your 3rd year in band, what this means is that in 6th grade, they gave up their recess time to come take band with either me or Miss George. So they are in their 3rd band now, and some incredible players, and they have helped to keep this program at the level that it is. So can we give them a hand? Very proud of these people. And apologies to Alea Given in the program. When her fellow clarinet players put her name in on the program, they spelled it wrong. It wasn't me that spelled it wrong, but and Nathan Atwell wasn't on there either. So once again, the corrected programs are on the Google Classroom, and I printed one today that was correct, and I gave it to them, and I said, go give that to your mama. So hopefully you got those out there. Okay, 7th and 8th grade combined, and like the last group consists of 3 classes. This is the first time that they've played together. So same with this group, 2 classes of, I think 30 or 25, 35, and this is the first time that they have actually played together, and they sound great. So this next song is one of my favorites called Simple Gifts. We hope you enjoy. Nice job. I would like to thank Dagan and Guadalupe over there on the tuba. They are helping us out fill in the low ends. They are some of the high school tubas in the high school band. So let's give Dagan and Guadalupe a hand. I handed them a piece of music, I think last week. I was like, here, learn this. You're playing with our middle school band on Monday. And so just this band, I went in this year with just the concept that we're just going to read music and read music and read music. And the songs that we're playing tonight was actually not on our program. That's a whole different program. We're going to save that for the spring concert. We got this music out, a little before Thanksgiving break, I think, about that week, and the reading skills are starting to come along, so that's the way to practice. Reading music. We have all kinds of resources, books, and music that they can take home and practice. Okay, so nice job with this. We will have some upcoming dates in the January of because we'll do a couple of contests. We have a Worlds of Fun trip coming up, so I'm going to get you some dates, kind of the same process. They bring it home so you can look at it, have the dates, sign it, and get it back to me for just a small grade in the class. We've been doing great at getting those back to me, so thank you for that. We're going to close with Linus and Lucy, and then we'll have our last group of the night. So we hope you enjoy. Okay, this is our advanced band, and they served a number of purposes. We do stage band. Sometimes we're called to do some concert band stuff, which we'll play for you later, like we was called to do at Veterans Day ceremony. Not a lot of you got to see it, so we'll play one of the songs we played for that. And we sight read a lot. In fact, the pieces that the band plays, this group goes through them, and we have a big library that I'm kind of sorting out, and we're just finding out the songs that are good, the songs that are not good, filing the songs that are good. So we do a lot of that in our block scheduled classes. So fun group to have. Now you notice this group has the blue vest, and I wanted all of our groups to have the blue vest, but something happened last year. We went missing half of the blue vests, I think, whenever we were going to do the parade, the St. Patrick's parade, and then it got too cold or something like that on spring break. And so if you have any of these vests that are at home, could you send them back? And because I'd love to have enough for like our whole program. So this next song, it is a jazz song. We've been actually working on this one for a while. And I would like to thank, before we start, so some of the kids in this band, like Scott Feld over here on the bass guitar, I handed him a bass guitar and I was like, learn it. I'm not playing it. Evan and Lincoln, I'm like, learn the set. And they have took on the challenge, and they're learning. It's kind of neat to see them grow every day. Scott couldn't play a lick on the bass guitar, and like just since we started playing this September, and the percussion back there, they're doing a great job. So can we give them a hand, our rhythm section? So this next song will feature soloists. He's pretty good. Sean Brockington will be on the tenor sax, and we'll have Anthony Giamalva and Jordan Pettis also soloing on the trombones. The Big Band Theory. Yeah, nice job, band. Before we play our last song of the night, I'd like to thank our administration, who is supportful and understanding for the changes we're trying to make in our program. That's Ms. Smalls, Mr. Millick, Mrs. Batson, Mrs. Armacio, Mrs. Steinmates, Mr. Kessler, who is in the back. I really do appreciate our administration. They're very supportive and give us anything we ask. Can we give them a hand? Thank you to our Warren campus administrator. Okay, Mr. Xavier West, thank you for coming in and helping me before the concert today. Dr. Pearl, let's give him some lettering points or something. It wouldn't be fair if I didn't thank my friend, Miss J. George, who these kids had for last year, some for the last 2 years. She's out trucking right now, but we're watching her dog who has seizures. I don't know if you've ever seen a big dog have seizures, but it's scary. But I'd like to thank Miss George. Mr. Brown is in the back. He runs the sound, and he is recording this, and once I get that, I'll probably put it on their student Google Classroom or something like that, so you can have it. He does a great job, fun to work with. Can we give Mr. Brown in the back a nice round of applause? Okay, the high school director, Dr. Pro, I work with back there. This is my first year to take this role, so he gives me a lot of guidance and stuff, and he's fun to work with. We've been in this district for, 18 years? 18 years. He's nodding yes back there. He's somewhere back there. So, Dr. Pro, thank you. And parents, thank you so much for keeping your kids in the program, and let's just keep this thing going. And kids, nice job. Kids over here, nice job. So our last song tonight will be... we played this on the Veterans Day Assembly. We had a Warren, and this is the Stars and Stripes. So we're going to concert band mode on this one. All right, nice job to all the performers tonight. Thank you so much for such a great crowd and coming out. We wish you the happiest of holidays. See you later. Thank you.